Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We are playing a three-point match against Jeremy on backgammonhub.com, and we will try to play well, but no promises. Good match to my opponent. Okay, we played the 6 wrong there. I should split to the 18. Getting on three guys on his 24 point like this. That's not good. Okay, so it's a 3-point match, so I should be pretty aggressive with the cue, but yeah, I don't know. I got nothing going on over here. Well, I got something here, so let's see. It rolls well. I probably am going to have a cube. This might not be well enough. Yes, this does seem, at least at three-way, this seems like a pretty clear cube. I mean, it's still a little thin over here, but yeah, it's got 3 guys trapped, so yeah, double's pretty strong there. All right, this is decent structure, a few shots, which I could avoid. The building power is definitely worse. Six shots is a little expensive. It feels right to do it though. I don't know. It's like important to fill in these points. It's got some blots there, so if he hits me, maybe I hit him back. Okay. Actually, now I'm not sure. I mean, I could do this, keep him from splitting, or just build the awesome outfield structure. I guess those are the 2 plays. I mean, he should be pretty eager to split with the deuce. And I like that it's 0 shots. So let's try this. Okay, probably make the 8 points. Yeah, it seems like an upgrade because the 2 points still open. So for instance, if he splits with a 1, then he can't escape easily. Should split with a 3 here. Yeah, that's a good play. I suppose this, I don't know. It's pretty gross, but not seeing anything better. Oh, nice shots. Nice shot, not clear how to play. A gammon price, I think, is a little less than money. Yeah, so like this plan, he enters in the next couple turns. It's like really hard to bring home, although this does win the most gammons. So maybe there's some other play here, some like in-between play, or just try to clear everything. Doesn't look that easy to bring home either, though. Okay, I'm going to try the in-betweener play. And maybe there was even another option there. I'd make the 2 or something. That didn't seem right. Okay, it's only a few shots. Get away with it, Alex. No. Shoot. Yeah, there's nothing else there, though. Okay. Not a terrible roll. If I hit him, he might actually make a second anchor. So I might actually, if I roll like a 6-1, I hit him twice here. Yeah, that's all he's got. Six, 4, I cannot hit him twice. Yeah, he's going to cause me some issues back there now. Oh, his timing doesn't look great for the back game, but actually it kind of worked out for him. The 5 is bad. Okay, so I think there's only 2 legal 5s here. There's this 5, and then this would be the 4. So this could be right. And then the other legal 5 is what? It's this, and then I can play 5 to 1. Yeah, so that's better, I guess. Hope I'm not missing anything here. But that's a good way to look at it. Like, if you can narrow down like the 5 to 2 different options, it's pretty easy to like just kind of look at both of them. So you don't overlook anything. Okay, well my take point on the recube is 25%, which I do have here. I think I still have it on a dance. This is worse than a dance. Shoot. Yeah, I should probably cube this. Don't double me, please. Okay. Man, yeah, I got no recube vig, so he should double. His doubling window is large because, in other words, he can be pretty far from me having a close decision and still have a cube, which happens when which happens when like the taker doesn't have any recube potential, or his recube potential is very limited. When your opponent has like an automatic recube, the opposite happens. The doubling window shrinks, meaning you have to be very close to the take pass line before you can have a proper double. I guess this is better than 13-4. Maybe not. I don't know. My gut says this. Gammons don't help me up the score very much. All right, let's put some teeth into the position. Hopefully he can't get this guy safe. He does. Okay, now maybe it's escaping time. Or I can make my 5. I am up in the race. So I'm going to try this. Doesn't seem super urgent to do that because he doesn't have like a prime foreman. Doesn't have like a good block. I can form a little bit one here, a little bit of one there. Big, good. Okay, so I'm up 16. Should be enough. Gonna aim for this like triangle-y structure here. It's most efficient. Actually, I might get the most efficient configuration of 15 checkers here, which is 7 here, 5 here, 3 here. Seems like I got like a decent shot at it. Like if I roll a 4-3, for instance, that's the position that wastes the least amount of pips on average. All right, I didn't quite get it. Wrong 7, dum-dum. So kind of a little thin on the 4. All right, paid off. It seemed like a pretty easy match so far. So I'm expecting a low error rate. Not that the match is necessarily over. Which I should definitely take 2 guys off there. Take 2 guys off, good. In fact, I have a set to do that automatically. This button over here is the greedy bear off button, which means if you roll a non-double and you can take 2 checkers off, it just does it for you automatically. Which it's almost always the right play. So there's like very few exceptions. Maybe. Okay. Don't miss, dum-dum. Good. All right, 2-1. Remember to double him automatically, which he should definitely take. Whew. Good. We're past this maybe. Okay, 5-3. Yeah, nothing's safe. Some duplication, 8 duplication here because 8's in both places. What else is there? Could stack the oh, there's this and this. Also move the back checker in some fashion. Yeah, there's a lot of plays here. Okay, I'm gonna try this though. Okay, got away with it. I don't know about this one. Yeah, this is right though. Nothing else is like good. Okay. I'm going to put the 4th checker on the 8 there. Okay, maybe it's time just to play tidily. Okay, he's making the deuce, I assume. Good play. And I don't know about this. This might be slightly better. Maybe this is a slight upgrade in the position of this checker, and maybe there's some more duplication here. Like 2-4, for instance, both makes the 20 and makes the 4. And I'm down on the race. I'm not too keen on escaping that guy anyways. So maybe it's not so bad to be back on the 21 versus the 20. I would really like to enter here, though. Let's see how he plays. I'd probably give up the 16 here. Clear the tough point. Ugh. Well, it can't be gammoned here. I don't know. Maybe it's even less. Keep the board in good shape. Down in the race, huge anyways. If I get hit in the outfield, maybe I can cause him some additional issues by anchoring or entering on the 4 points. Deuce. It would hit in some fashion. You can hit and pick up, yeah, it's reasonable. Oh crap, I don't know. Okay, so let's see, he's got 4s, 1s, and 6s back at me, but I do hit him. I don't do that, I do this. He's hitting he's hitting anyways. Or this, I don't have a board. All right, let's give it a shot. Crap, that didn't work. Yeah, let's see what the computer says about that one. If there was some other plan there. He did roll one of his best. I don't feel too bad. All right. Yeah, this 5-5 does not hit here, so that was an okay play. Although probably should have been able to get some more builders in the outfield, like he did that turn. Even though he does give me a 5-5 to hit. I'm not sure about hitting versus not here with this 6-4. Okay, 5 looks like he's hitting, although the 4 is so bad. So no, I guess there's something else. Yeah, I guess you do this. Now we can pick and pass if he likes. 7-4, 4-3. Can play completely safely if he likes. Alright, a little bit of contact. A little less now, a lot less now. At least I have the guy back on the 21, that's helpful. Might get a double shot. It's going to take a while though. It's going to take a while. Okay, give me that double shot. Nope. That was a whooping. All right. We will resign like a gentleman. All right, let's take a look at the computer analysis afterwards. Okay, yeah, I did play a 1. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Because I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done like super wrong there. I guess maybe hitting with that 4-3, but I don't see anything. I don't see anything better, you know. Okay. Let's put me on the bottom. And then we can just take a look at my errors. Let's see what the... Okay, I made one checker play blunder. Interesting. So is it that 4-3? Is there something else with that 4-3? Or is there something else? Interesting. Maybe I overlooked something. Okay, that's a huge pass already. Almost too good. I mean, it's such a huge pass partly due to the score. Like for money or at 0-0 in a long match, this wouldn't be such a big deal. But 3 away. He should be aggressive when doubling and conservative when taking. By like a good margin a lot of the time. All right, good. Yes, fairly close here between the options I was thinking about. I do this, right? Computer likes it, but it's 6 shots. 6 like pretty painful shots, right? 1-6, 2-5, 4-3, And you count non-doubles as 2 shots because they happen 2 out of 36. Well, doubles, a specific double just happens 1 out of 36. So yeah, but it's great. It's great building power, right? You get away with this. You're gonna have pretty easy time filling in your points. Yeah, the other idea that I was looking at, not this. I guess I was looking at this. 0 shots, but you know, worse. It's harder. It's gonna be harder to fill in the points. Okay, this is close. Fine. This versus this. They both have their merits. Okay, this is a pretty clear upgrade. Although the computer doesn't mind playing 15 to 13 with both checkers just to clear the 15 point for going the nice 8 point, you know. Yeah, nothing else here. Yeah, I thought there might be something else here. Shoot. No, I looked at this play. I did look at this play. Yeah. Okay, so I guess the thing you don't want to do, which some players might do, is this play, filling in both the 2 and the 1 points. Kills this checker on the 3, basically. Wins the most gammons. He enters with a 4, though, and it's going to be really tough to clear these points safely. And he's a favorite. He's a favorite. It's not going to feel this way when you're trying to enter against a 5-point board, but you're actually a small favorite to enter in 2 rolls against a 5-point board. So he's coming in like 51% of the time in the next 2 rolls. It's going to cause me lots of problems after this play. So the play I made is sort of a compromise. I make the ace. I make some progress in the outfield, but it's got some of the similar issues, right? He enters early, and then I got the problem of the 13 point to clear. So the computer just wants to clear everything. Leave the checker back here, saying this is easiest to bring home, which I can kind of buy. Okay, so apparently this was my blunder. Yeah, no, I did see this play, but I thought maybe some compromise play was correct. But nope. That doesn't work. And I'm glad he never cubed me. Can't cube here, obviously, but 5-2, yeah, here. Okay, so I hit him. Oh, then he rolls a deuce. I have to leave him a shot, so I look at both the. As I said during the match, there's only 2 legal 5s here. Now, because you can play either 6-1 or 13-8. Now you got to be a little careful because, like, there might have been something else where, like, you play the 4 first and then it opens up another 5, but I noticed that can't happen here. So you can kind of look at both. If there's only 2 legal 5s, you can kind of look at both of them. Say, okay, play this 5, what's the best 4? Play the other 5, what's the best 4? So that kind of led me to the right play. Okay, it doesn't double this. Yeah, this is too much work to do, I guess. Although it actually might roll out to be a cube. Yeah, still no. He's still got too much work to do in the backfield. Yeah, here he can reasonably cube with the shot here. I mean, it wasn't like 100% obvious to me this. I win more than 25 here, but I think I would have. I think I would have found the take because he hits me. I could anchor and then have close to 25% anyways. And he misses. Obviously, I'm doing okay. But yeah, here I was glad not to be cubed. Here you can kind of cube if you want, but it's a very easy take, I would say. And then he crushes me and he cashes something that's technically too good a little bit. Okay, it does want to hit here at the score even. I probably would have found the hit for money, say, because it wins more gammons. But gammons don't really help you at the score very much, where you need an odd number of points to win the match, and it's the Crawford game. So I run. Doesn't quite win enough, apparently. Oh, it does actually best for the win, according to the computer here, by a tiny margin. But gammas count a little bit, and backgammons count a ton. So the computer does prefer 13 to 4 star. All right, I put some structure together, although the computer appears to slightly prefer running with the back checker. And then here it doesn't like, oh no, here it does like running, but I come up too high apparently. Wants to just come to the 21 point and then play a 4 somewhere. And then making the 5 would be okay too. I guess the idea, I see this sometimes. I mean, you do want to escape the back guy, right? So there's a big argument for coming up as far as you can. And that, I think that is a real factor, but there's a countervailing factor where you come up to the 20 here, he's like pretty happy to hit you off the 20 points, you know? There's 1s, 3s, 8s. It's pretty convenient for him to hit there, in other words. And especially like the pointing numbers are tremendous. Those numbers are a little less potent if you do like the computers play. Like he's probably still hitting with a lot of his 2s and 9s, say. Maybe not his 4s, I don't know. Probably his 4s also, because he's down in the race. But it's like it's not a great hit for him. Because he's going a little too deep with the 5 point open. Like he's hitting off the 4 with the 5 point open. Like that's why if your opponent opens with a 3-1 and then you roll a 3-2, the computer actually slightly prefers splitting with the 2 and bringing down the 3 as opposed to splitting with the 3 and bringing down the 2. Now, part of that's because the builder on the 10 is better than the builder on the 11. But like the split with the 2 isn't as bad as this, isn't like much worse than the split with the 3 there for this reason. Anyways, but it's fairly close. Not going to beat myself up above that one. I did briefly consider coming up with the 3, and then yeah, I just race, whatever. I assume this is all fine. Good. I did somehow blunder. I did somehow flounder into the right play here. Stacking the 8's not too bad. So just minimizing risk when he's got the stronger board. But I make it a little extra risky by doing this. But I don't overstack the 8. And I mean, these builders look good for building the outfield points. Very flexible play. Get rewarded with a miss. Okay, pretty clear. Okay, does want to play bar 20 here, but it's extremely close with bar 21, 8 to 7. Okay, my play's not too bad. It might be right. No, probably not. I mean, my play's a little zany anyways. Leave an extra blob in the outfield. I would never do this if gammons hurt me, but and not because gammons don't hurt me. I don't mind leaving the shot in the outfield. It does give up pretty valuable 10 point though. Just keeps the structure in better shape. Because the computer wants to do this. Keep the 10 point, put ugly blood on the ace point. Woof. Or this. Fine. Okay, yeah, this play's okay. But yeah, computer prefers hitting and picking up. Okay, there's nothing else here, although making the 4 is not crazy. Yeah, if gammon's counted, you would probably do this. Rather than leave a million shots and blots everywhere. And then I just lose this. Yeah, I just lose this. Alrighty, well, that was a quickie. Let's see if we can find another match here quickly. Ooh, look at this name. Federación Española de Backgammon. So the Spanish Federation of Backgammon? I don't think he's a player. I think he's running a tournament or something. Yeah, this site, I think that's great about this site is it's got really good tournament running infrastructure. So if you're thinking about running like casual or even or even serious tournaments, this is like a really good site for it. I don't like this. When you invite someone, and someone else invites you, the UI doesn't work well. So you kind of lose an invitation sometimes. And I think if I canceled my invitation, the guy who I wouldn't be able to accept the other guy's invitation. So it's kind of annoying. Overall the UI is good, but there's a few little things like that. Was it this guy who invited me? Okay, Neil Taylor, the 3-point match again. Fine. With the match to my opponent. Slotting's a little better against an opening 4-3 like this because there's some 4 duplication on for black there. All right, so yeah, this looks like how you're supposed to play backgammon. Okay, reasonable. This is more important than running, maybe? Ah, blocked him. Sweet. 2s and 9s. Okay, now I get to do the other thing. I don't think I missed a cube there. I got a little bit of an edge, but not enough, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of an edge, but not enough. Well, this is not a great roll, but it's okay. Let's keep as much of... I mean, I guess I keep all the points. I could play 8 to 6 here. But let's keep the multitude of points. I just don't think I'm winning by that much here, even though my structure's better. I'm not doubling unless he does something really weird. I mean, this is a little weird. I don't know why you do this. I don't think it's weird enough, though. It's a good roll. I get a mostly winning shot at him. There's quite a few shots. 7 shots or something. 5-3, 5-4, 5-1, 1-1. So we're sort of overkilling the dances. Like, I can just do this and double a dance anyways. Actually, I don't know if that double is particularly potent. Like if I had already doubled, I would do this. He might enter without hitting, and then I might get to cube him anyways. Yeah, I don't know about this. This might be too. This might be too shoddy. Ugh, got punished. Shoot. No 4. Me 4. Good. Okay. I should be okay. Yeah, I'm going to cube this anyways, because if it's not a pass already, if I hit him and he misses, it's definitely going to be a huge pass. Okay, it does take. I roll just about perfectly. Okay, I'm still hugely down in the race, so I am gonna take on a little bit of risk to make the try to make the 7-point here. I can maybe win a gammon also. Best for the gammon would be to leave a slot and hope to get hit and hit this checker, but I can lose that way. So I'm just going to play it simply. I still have, I don't know, 5 to 10% gammons maybe. Our double 6 is safe here. Double 6 is safe here, although there might have been something slightly better. Good. All right, good. A gammonish dance. Good play, good technique. Good technique. And then this is bad technique because 4-4 doesn't bear off. I'm pretty sure he had a play that bears off and everything. But not a big error. All right, so I'm either covering with the 1 or the 6 or both. So if I cover with the 6, yeah, I do want to split with the ace. If I cover with the 1, yeah, I do want to split with the 6. I do kind of like the builder on the 11. Yeah, this looks pretty clean. Doesn't leave a stack of 4 checkers on the 6. I'm thinking that's maybe fairly close. All right, he can hit me twice. I want to try that. Ugh, I don't know. 10-4. Hope I hit him and he gets a second anchor, maybe. All right, there's no hit here, right? Good. All right, actually, his plan seems to be working okay. If he plays 16-5. All right, so I can hit him, which I think I wanna. Yeah, it does. I mean, there's great building plays, but this maybe does too much. Both escapes and hits. Yeah, it rips away a builder. All right, so probably I'm hitting and then playing some 5. Actually, maybe not, because the 5's kind of bad. What about this? I mean, if he anchors up high, I mean, that's... At the score, I don't know if that's much better for him than having the low down anchor. Could run all the way, also. All right, I think if Gammon's... Well, I don't know if this is right, but I'm going to try this at the score where Gammons aren't valuable for me. Nice. 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 Oh, nice for him. Nice for me. Assume this is right. Yeah. Okay, I guess. 6 primes are good because there's only 6 sides to a cube. Well, 4-4-2. I wonder if there's another play there where it's not the 2. It seems a little crazy. You roll a 6? Jesus. Okay. Kind of looks like I'm making the 2-point in some fashion here. Probably all of them, and then 7-4 with one of them. So if I don't do that, this doesn't seem good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still hoping to roll a 6. Nice. All right, 2s do. Yeah, luckily 2s are duplicated, right? 2s to hit here, 2s to hit here. Oh, let's see what he does here. 24 to 18, 13 to... Yeah, I think this is the right idea. You can just cover the outfield by playing 24 to 13. Yeah, see, I roll a 6 and he's got like no out... Well, I was thinking like I would play this and then he has no outfield control. Which is probably what I want to do. It's only 3 shots as opposed to 15. I'm just going to have to pay the shots later, though. Maybe. Okay, let's try this. Yeah. Good. Ah. Oh, he missed. Oh, no, he hit me. I was like, oh, I got a reprieve. Shoot. Very nice. Oh, I was thinking about the gammon. Yeah, gammons don't actually help him at the score. I mean, if it was 1-2 Crawford, gammons winning the match, maybe you could do this. Even then, though, it seems pretty questionable. Because like a lot of my enter numbers like cover something. Actually, yeah, this play's not too bad. Okay, saved it. That says a pretty big error there. No, not covering the 2. But like I said, a little difference in the score. Gammons were super valuable as opposed to valueless. Might have not been crazy. It's creative. Yeah, like, okay, so he doubles right away, and then there's one more game in the match. If he wins a gammon, it's 2-2, there's like one more game in the match, you know? So the gammons just aren't worth that much. Alright, so this looks okay at least. Now, the score, I could play 8 and 20, but I got the stronger board, so I'm going to play backgammon here. Ugh, I should have just played Parcheesi or whatever. Yeah, I mean at the score when gammons don't count, it's possible. I played that incorrectly. I should have just played it solidly. $13 to 7, 8 to 3. Throw caution to the wind. This looks a little saner. 13 to 10's okay. Leaves the backmen a little more stuck, but I like the building power. I like the flexibility. I like the fact that I'm not getting hit with 3s profitably. Oh, it does hit. It does hit. Yeah, nothing else. Alright, now maybe this. Midpoint's getting a little thin if I play 13 to 9. And I got 3 checkers back as opposed to 2, so it seems sort of important to get those guys going. Alright, so obviously I can make the 11, which isn't a bad play. I'm thinking maybe this, because it's pretty important to make the 7 and 8 points, or hit him off the deuce if he doesn't make that point. So maybe it's worth the shots here for the better building power. Right, like I think I hit 9 to 2 here. Although actually that's not 100% clear. Because it does play pretty productively if I don't do that. Because I do need to get the backmen going. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe actually this is a little better. Yeah. Yeah, you should play 8 to 3 and somehow try to get a decent back game out of this. It's not going to work though. Yeah, there's something better here. 8 to 5 and then something. Can I still not make a good point? Jesus. Can make the 9. Doesn't really excite me though. There's so many numbers that make the 8 or the 7 points. I will give up the 8 to make the 7, I believe, with like a 4-1. I don't think I want to slot it though. Alright, maybe keep everything alive for the 7. Just give him 4 shots. Yeah, I can leave him nothing. He's pretty happy to hit if he can. Building power is somewhat worse. Let's try this. Alright, so yeah, I don't know what the best plan is here. Yeah, I'm wondering about 8 to 3 now. It's 4 shots. Might save me some problems down the line. Oh no, actually one nice thing about this is I don't need to play my 6s. Like if I roll like a 6-2 or something, I only have to play 2 pips. So that's good. That sort of speeds up his crunching. Slows down me having to like break down the 8 point. Yeah, I should run here. I could make this. I could make the 5. Okay, so this is a shot. I got no go 4. This is the only play unless I hit him. Well, that's funny. Actually, if he made the 4 point last turn with the 6-2, I think it was, stopped on the 7, he would have gotten a double shot. Yeah, I can't hit him with 1-6. Maybe actually that was right because you get your 5 point out of it too. That seems wrong. Okay, so I guess I'm just minimizing. I don't like the blot on the ace, but I think I don't like giving him an extra 2 shots. This is even more, I think. Ugh, Jesus. I think it's this, but I don't know. Could clear the 3, give him an extra 2 shots. Could win more when I get hit, probably. Okay. Good. We'll take another look at the computer analysis. This match was a little harder, although I'm feeling I played it well. I mean, there definitely was some stuff I was unsure about, which I don't know what's right here. Not that it matters, because he's gonna. But if it was like the race was close, I don't know. I'm not actually sure what the right deuce was there. Alright, I played a 0. Yeah, I played it better than the first one. Okay, let's actually go through it. Let's put me on the bottom again. Okay, just 2 errors, nothing else. 4-1. Okay, yeah. 13 to 9, 6 to 5 is okay too. So obviously you're making the 5 point with the 1, and then you can split, which is a good thing, or you can play 13 to 9 with a good thing. Computer slightly like splitting, to escape this guy. Maybe you can make the 20, but white does get to attack with some stuff, so it doesn't mind 13 to 9 also. Right, like this versus this. Nice, yeah, running would be quite the blunder here, rather than making this awesome 7 points. I didn't expect it to be that big a deal. Oh yeah, he's getting close to a cube here at the score. Roll a 2 or a 9, and he is in kind of big trouble against this awesome structure. Which, yeah, it's not quite a cube. 3-way, 2-way, you cube it. Again, I got a little bit of an edge, but not nearly enough. Yeah, okay, so you play 4 to 3. I mean, you gotta break some structure somewhere. So you can play it 4 to 3 and push him back, keep him from escaping, and then it's either 8 to 6 or just keep all the points. I kept all the points. Kept 5 points, I should say. Give up the 5 for the 4, which isn't great. Yeah, this play was weird. I don't know why he did this. Like, okay, so I mean, best is 13 to 11, 13 to 10. You know, good. You get your 11 point out of it. You're giving up your mid, but you're trading it for the 11, and you're getting great builders for the 5 and 4 points. But okay, so if you don't do that, like, why wouldn't you just play 11 to 6? As opposed to 11 to 9, 6 to 3. It seems like you're horribly misplacing the checker on the 6. It doesn't, I mean, you're not getting any more builders by doing this. So that seemed like really weird to me. Oh, I got a great 4-3. Woof. I got a good 4-3. That's the right idea here. Okay, I hit him. Yeah. I think a little bit about playing this more tidily. Not leaving any shots, because I think maybe I can cube him anyways on a dance, but it didn't look like... It looked like best cubeless was this by a good margin. And I wasn't sure what was going on with the cube here after like a dance or like an entry, bad entry. So I thought, okay, I'll just play sort of cubelessly. Make the play I would have made if the cube has been turned. Yeah, maybe that's just not a big deal though, because cubeless my play is right by a little more, but it's not a big deal at all. 4-10 versus 4-4-5 is the cubeless equities. So yeah, I guess when in doubt, play cubelessly. Get punished for the right play. He's winning, but he's got too many. He's got that problem back there. And then should he take this? Yeah, pretty very 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 easy take. Yeah, big double just because it's so. Normally it wouldn't really be a big double if it's this big a take, but it's so volatile. Like I point on him, he's crushed, or even like hit dance or hit enter in the ace, he's kind of dead. So you got to double before one of those great sequences. Yeah, and then I keep the possibility of making a 6 prime open. I got to go after him. Right. Yeah, there's probably slightly better plays for the gammon here, but I do this. And then I do not win a gammon. Yeah, bar 14. Yeah, I thought about this. It's pretty close. You can go out to the 14 point if you want, but I don't know, still pretty exposed. So I play 11 to 5. Gives them a lot of double hit options. But cleans up the blood in the outfield. Okay, building, yeah, hitting. 13 to 7 isn't too bad. Wins fewer gammons, but gammons aren't valuable. Oh, 24 to 13. I'm not sure I considered that. So normally I think you would hit here and find some bad 5. Because it wins more gammons and does okay for the win. Although it might be close though. But here gammons don't have. I just need 1 point to win the match, so I try something a little bit more conservative. No, I think I might overlook the best play here. But actually, I don't know if I would have done this if I had seen it. Because he's pretty diverse here, right? Like he has 6s in the outfield and 2s, 3s, and 5s to attack on the 22. Well, maybe the key is just seeing this isn't great either, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, great 1-1. Yeah, this was pretty clear. I guess you could remain split if you wanted. In other words, do this play. Maybe get better chances to escape. But he makes the 4, and I'm like glad I'm at the edge of the prime with both checkers here. 4, 8 to 2. 8 to 2 actually didn't occur to me because I've seen like a similar play before. It's probably not right here, but it looks zany. To do this, break the 6 prime, leave him a shot. But the problem is you do this and it's really hard to like play productively next roll. So you can do this, hope he misses, and then have a much better chance to play productively next roll. Although 6s are duplicated, right? You need 6s to cover, 6s to dance. But if you can roll the prime forward one spot, the timing looks a lot better than it does after this play. But still, I mean, it's still the normal plays are right. You could just roll a 6 next turn and be happy you kept your 6 prime. Yeah, we saw what happened. Just crunched horribly. All right, 6-3. It makes a good play here. At least it's close. Okay, nothing else here. Okay, 20 to 12 isn't ridiculous. In fact, it might be right. Interesting. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, I think most people are getting this right in a second, right? Popping out to the 17 and then playing 6 to 1, just leaving 10s to hit, as opposed to going all the way to the 12 point and leaving 15 shots or whatever. I thought there was a chance this was right. Because you do this and then, okay, you get away with it, but you still have to get this guy home. So you're still likely going to leave a direct shot. So, like for instance, like if you could get all the way home and leave 11 shots as opposed to 15 shots, that's probably safest versus leaving 3 shots now. Because it just cleans up so much better on the miss. Like for instance, one problem with this is, okay, he misses, and then he misses with a 2-1, and then you're still not completely home with this guy. But yeah, so slightly different circumstance. It might be right to pay the direct shot there. Okay, here I minimize, doesn't work. Yeah, he thinks he's trying for a gammon here. So he doesn't close with these 2 blots here. So it's a good thing to notice. Your opponent's like in disarray. Maybe there's some unusual play. The problem is the match score. He's 3 away, I'm 1 away, and it's the Crawford game. He needs 3 points to win the match. I need 1 point to win the match. Gammons don't really help him very much there. So his play does win 4% more gammons. Looks like it loses 12% more. It loses 12% more. So yeah, even at an extreme gammon go type score where gammons are super valuable, still wouldn't be right. Be closer though. Okay, 5-4. Okay, yes, close here due to the score. You doubled money, you definitely do this. Because it wins a lot more gammons than this. This is the original position. You can either hit and bring a checker down, or split and make your 8. You get the stronger board, 3 versus 1. You still got guys to escape. You do want to go after them. But the score, because gammons don't help me, the score makes it a little questionable. But the computer still likes it. Does not work. I try it again. It does work. Yeah, okay, fine. 13 to... So you obviously are hitting with the ace, and then you can either get the backman going or play 13 to 10 for better builders. It's pretty close. Very close. Okay. Okay, now again it's fairly close between getting the backman going and 13-9. I thought I had a little more incentive to do it here because I got 3 checkers back now as opposed to 2. So it seems like there's more important to get that guy going. Okay, so I hidden play 13-9. You can also play 15-11. Okay, yeah, here 9-2. Yeah, yeah, 9-2 is my first impulse. Hitting with this guy, putting the second guy up on the roof, but it's a good thing to do this. You still have some, not a direct cover number, but you still have a bunch of cover numbers. But it just plays so productively elsewhere that I do the other play, the other type of play, and the computer does agree. Here I'm mostly concentrating on making the 8 and the 7 points. You should do something else with the 3-1. Get the 8 points. Good, this is fairly close. You can either do this, keep the possibility of making the 7 point alive, or just play super tighty. I play super tighty, given that his back game rates to be pretty bad in any case. Tighty, 6-2, I think he should make the 5. Yeah, I think he should make the 5, but it's close. Go 6-2. Leave me some decent aces to hit him. But yeah, he wants his 5 point, and if I roll 6-4, I gotta leave him a double shot if he stops there. This is a little hard to see though. The play's so close that the 6-4 thing probably does swing it. Oh, somehow I overlooked this play, to be honest. You know, I thought the 5 was just about forced, and then I thought about either 6-5 or 5-4. I don't see I could play 6-1 and bear the guy off. That's a pretty big oversight. Not this is a huge error or anything, but yeah, I do kind of want to put that guy up on the roof to get him off the ace point, where it's going to cause me some long-term problems. Actually, if Gammon's counted, this would be more of an error. Shoot, yeah, that's a big oversight. Okay, I minimize here, makes sense. Checker off, 3rd check, 4th checker off, 5th checker off, 4th checker off. It's not super valuable, I guess. If it was like the 8th checker off, it'd be more valuable because it sort of makes more of a difference when you get hits, if the game's sort of close. 4-4, okay. Well, I think I kind of overlooked the second best option here also. 4-1-3-3 off. No, I did consider it. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, you want to take some guys off, right? You don't want to stack 5 guys on the ace. So I take 2 guys off and then play 4-1 square because I don't want to take 4 guys off and leave a gap on the 3, giving him an extra 1-2 to hit and causing me long-term problems with the gap there. Now, it's not great, because, say I roll 6-5, that leaves, like, a really shoddy position, including, like, with some 2s. Like, 6-2 would be a blot number there, like a really bad blot number there. Like, if I roll 6-5 and then, I don't know, he rolls, like, a 2-1, and then I roll, like, a 6-2, that's a shot there, in addition to, like, a million other blot numbers. So this structure isn't great. So because of that reason, I thought about other stuff like this, which is even worse structure and more shots. I don't know if I really could consider this. Yeah, so you can take 1 less checker off and leave somewhat better structure. Like, look how 6-5 plays now. It plays like a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. It's close with my play. Good. Good. I should play one more. I was hoping to get a live game this week, but no one seemed to want to play. So I've been kind of itching to play. Plus, I didn't get to play last weekend. I must always play on Saturdays, but I was like away for the weekend. And then I like to play once more during the week, but I just no one wanted to play this week. So I've been kind of itching to play live. Inga. All right, we got a 5-point match this time. I got to remember, 5-point match, not 3. Okay, good match to my opponents, who will be making the 7, and then I will be rolling a good number, average number. Let's see how she plays this one. I don't think she's, yeah, this looks pretty reasonable. Maybe this is right. You can also like the 18 and the 1 points, maybe? Ugh, this is nasty. I still have a very easy take here, I think. It's a pretty gross position, though. I guess I could consider leaving a spare in the 13 and then playing 8 to 3, but that's pretty gross, too. I would make the 3-point here. Second best is probably to bring 2 guys down. Good. Excuse me. Yeah, I got nothing. That's probably this. I'm up in the race big. Oh, 5s and 4s are duplicated. My 5s and 4s to enter, 5s and 4s to hit. So this can't hit with a 5-3, for instance. She's got to enter with the 5. I still have nothing. This is good. I don't think hitting is worth it when I got this nice, productive, safe play. Yeah, she's still going to cause me tons of issues. She's taking a little pressure off here by playing 20 to 18. And her board's kind of messed up. Maybe this is a cube, actually. Well, 21. Yeah, if I can clear the 13 safely, it's going to be a pass. And our board's so screwed up, and I have lots of time to roll a decent number because I can play with these checkers. All right. It's a little questionable, 1 due to the score, and 2 because I have these 2 difficult points to clear in the outfield, like there's 2 problems. But I think the fact that our board is messed up currently, and blot on the ace point is going to be kind of a liability. Like she's going to have to make that point, and then her board's not good. I think that means it's double take. But actually, I'm more sure about the take than the double. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'm not saying I'm definitely right. Yeah, there's another play here where you make the 9 and split with the 2. That might be better. This is at least okay. I don't know how this compares to making the 3. Giving up the 8-point. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Or running all the way as a play also. Well, let's try this. This is what gut says. Like, I don't love this because she's attacking here a lot. So it's possible I should just do something. I should make the 3 or something. Yeah, standard here is 6 to 4. Good play. Well, this is pretty exposed, but she's got the blot in her board, so let's try this and try to weather the storm. Oh, it's a little hard for her to do everything here. It's a little difficult to prefer to play it, too. This looks pretty solid, though. Like, she'd like to cover and hit something, but the hit gives up, like, the 7-point, which isn't great. You know, this is maybe too rich, too much. So maybe she just makes the 4-point like she was looking at and then hope I don't anchor and then she can go after me later. Yeah, I think this is too much. Gets to cube the dances, though. Don't think she gets to cube this. So maybe I play 8 to 2. Yeah, I don't know. This is this. I'm guessing here. Hopefully that's somewhat close. Yeah, maybe this is okay, but I would hold off. Although actually the score argues for being a little aggressive in gummonish positions. That definitely was is the operative term. Alright, I don't, splitting looks a little suicidal. I don't know, am I stuck doing this? Gross. Might be this. Keeps the 8 point. Unstacks the heavy 6 point. Can also do this. This is pretty sick though. Alright, let's play optimistically. Making the 5s will play there also, of course. This one isn't going to be a 0, I think. I feel like I'm guessing a lot. Alright, so our take point on the recube, 308, 508 is 26%. I went 74% from 308, 508. So you can pass and go to 308, I'm sorry, 508, 208, 30. So she can pass and go to that score where she wins 26. Or she can take, redouble, and play for the match, which means her take point is 26, which is not super clear she has it here. Now that she does, I think. What's going on here? Well, I'm definitely winning by a good margin, right? She doesn't have a great position. It's probably good enough to take with some room, though. Not that clear on what's going on, though. So I don't know. Given that I'm not like totally sure, she wins over 26. Maybe I should cube this, but I don't know. This is pretty questionable. Okay, so she takes, I believe, correctly, and if she forgets to redouble me. Yeah, well, that might be a blunder doubling that. Well, we'll see though. I don't know what's going on. Gross. She redouble now? 13 to 3? This looks a little saner. Okay, miss me please. Thank you. Not sure if I should cover with a number like 5-1 or not. This is easier to play, although I might be botching this. Is this better? What number to make a 6 prime? Oof. Still no double. PR 8.4. She should know to double that. Okay, I don't think I'm making the ace. So it's probably something like this. Make it easy to make a 6 prime on the misses. Is there anything else? Make the 2. This doesn't seem like a good plan. All right, she's been letting me get away with this. Let's see if she does one more time. Good. This is okay. This looks okay. I'm wondering if there's something that's slightly safer here. This looks a little, it goes a little deep. Okay, let's just play normally. Although I wouldn't mind stripping the 6 there as I bear in. In other words, just leave 2 checkers there. Okay, I guess this. Just let her in. Although if she dances here, maybe there's something better there. Because if she dances here, I got like 4 blot numbers. I guess there's a play that leaves 0 blot numbers. Yeah, that was a little bit wrong. So I'm getting hit a few percent there where I don't need to. Just to clear the point doesn't seem worth it. Actually, no, it's less than that. It's under 1%. I'm getting hit there, right? Because I got four blot numbers, right? 66554433, but it's discounted. It's discounted heavily because she enters 3/4 of the time. So it's discounted by like 3/4. So it's only like a quarter of those four blot numbers. So it's kind of like one blot number. So I'm leaving her a shot like 3%. 1 out of 36, and then she's hitting it about 1%, a little less than that. Oh, so I played it kind of badly. Woof. All right, we'll take a look at what I did wrong. I didn't expect this bad. I didn't expect a great match, but I didn't expect the PR would be this high. There's only a couple of games, but still. So let's see what I did wrong. Well, the analysis will be more interesting. Oh, I think my XG is doing weird stuff. All right, let's restart this. Okay, so let's open this up. Boy, I must have made some huge blunder in there, or just many regular blunders. I'm gonna guess it's some huge blunder though that I just sort of thought about the wrong way. Okay, analyze, good. Oh my god, I played an 11. Oof. Oh, maybe my double's like just really bad. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, my double's like really bad, I guess. Okay, so we'll get there though. 5-5. Woof. Okay, yeah, 6-3 is good. 5-3 is good. 2-6 is pretty clear. 5-3, yeah, running is pretty clear. Good. Yeah, double was okay. Yeah, double's okay, but yeah, it's a big take. Good. Okay, here, yeah, here, this is sort of close. But yeah, best is to keep the 8 points. You obviously could trade the 8 point for the 3 point. Often on the second roll of the game, though, the 8 point is probably more valuable than the 3, or at least it's close enough that you want to do other productive stuff rather than trade the 8 for the 3. But not always. You kind of got to examine each. Situation independently. Yeah, this was okay. I mean, obviously it's pretty exposed to do this, but she got the blot and there's nothing else super productive, so I try it. Oh, she makes a good play actually going after me here. I would have just played 10-4. I would just in this hope to attack later, but no, she makes a good play going after me. Gets to double the dances, I think. Yeah, Cubeless likes that solid play. Okay, yeah, my first impulse was to come out. I don't know why I didn't do that. Looks pretty natural to do this. 13-7 is a decent sack, but it leaves the backman a little stuck. This is my play. Like, it leaves the backman a little stuck, and I'm stripping the mid. Build around the 7's okay, though. Which I think the problem is I don't know, she can attack back there, or she can just build a block. Is there too many options? Okay, no, double's good. Yeah, I probably would not have cubed this. But at the score, partly this is a cube due to the score. Which I guess is part of the problem with my play. It gives her like an okay cube. Yeah, it's quite gammonish. It's quite gammonish, so... and gammons are very valuable. Doubled gammons are very valuable at this 5-away, 4-away score. Okay, now get a nice 2-1 though. Let's see how... Okay. 8-7-6-2, I see. Yeah, giving up the anchor's crazy. You give up the midpoint, but it's a double shot out there, so it's better to play inside. Computer slightly prefers this to this. Slightly more shots, slightly worse distribution. Okay, 7, yeah, it likes the normal safe looking play. I do something a little more aggressive, which loses more gammons. Okay, good 4-1, good 3-2, and then how bad is my? No, my double's like pretty bad. 0.3. Okay, oh, she wins 35. Yeah, I didn't think it was like nearly that high. But I thought she might be in the mid to high 20s as opposed to mid 30s. And as I mentioned earlier, she has like this automatic recube to 8, which means the doubling window shrinks. In other words, I need to be closer to the take pass line in order to have a double, which means this double is like especially bad because we're so far away from her take pass line. You know, I'm guessing it's actually a little stronger than this on a rollout, but still nowhere close to a cube. So this is really bad. Yeah, no, I severely misevaluated this position, thinking she didn't win nearly anything close to 35-36%. Now it is Black's position is a little stronger than the computer thinks, but not by that much. So this is still pretty bad. Like it's not 370. It's not 376 afterwards. 416. Yeah, still so bad. Anyways, yeah, okay. So what's going on here? So yeah, she has one guy like very trapped. I have two guys kind of trapped. I guess I just have too many problems getting these guys out and around. And she's always threatening to roll an ace and escape and be doing pretty well. Okay, fine. For money, I guess because of the gammas, you can actually double this for money. Why don't we take a look? Why don't we take a look at some other match scores? Trying to learn something so I don't make this kind of mistake in the future. But I don't know if there's anything systematic going on here. I just way overestimated my position here. Like, let's say cube's in the middle and you're playing for money, or you're playing 0-0 in a 9-point match, say. Can you double then? Because the gammons are valuable then? I guess that's another problem with doubling at the score. Like I'm kind of killing my gammons by doubling. Which I didn't really think about that much, but I didn't think it was like super gammonish. It turns out it's like very gammonish. So yeah, I guess I should think about that a little more at these scores, even if I think the take pass is going to be somewhat close. So I guess that's the other issue. Yeah, I mean you can still double in a gammonish position if the take pass is super close there, but it makes it the fact that I win a ton of gammas means in order for it to have a double, the take pass has to be like very close if you're doubling her in. Yeah, so that was really bad. Oof. I don't know why I didn't think about the gammon aspect to it. I guess I just didn't think it was particularly gammonish. Wait, oh, I sort of overlooked the red idea here also. Shoot, yeah, this was a really bad match. I mean, I kept my 5 prime, but I should just be playing safely so I can just escape the guy or bring him around. Yeah, this was bad. Woof. Yeah, obviously, it seems pretty obvious to me now. She's got the blot in the outfield, and she's threatening to go after me, and I'm giving her an ace shot on this side of the board. So you want to play tactically here. Ugh. But I get lucky, even after botching this. One. She wants to do this. Wants to play 13 to 10 squared, 5 to 2 squared, play safely, still have decent blocking potential. I saw this idea, but I didn't follow through on it. Like I didn't look at the entire play. And then yeah, I assume I did everything at least okay here. At least okay. Oh no, until I screwed up the 2-2 a little bit. Yeah, 0 blot numbers versus 4 blot numbers. That's really bad. Well, I wish I ended on a high note. But to see well played matches, watch the first 2 matches I played. But yeah. Oh hey guys, hey Aaron and Rob. Nice to see you're human, right? Yeah, this was a particularly bad match. I didn't even think I was like playing that badly. Like I didn't expect like a super low error rate or anything, but I thought like 5 at the worst or something. Yeah, which is really, it's just, I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about things correctly there. Like this is like not a hard play, I think. I think I was just like super focused on keeping the 5 prime. Like what I was like before the roll. Okay, so before the roll, I'm thinking, okay, I'm either escaping or I'm going to be distributing builders in the outfield or in my inner board, right? And I roll something that doesn't do either of those things. Well, it kind of does though. It kind of distributes the builder in the inner board. So I think, okay, I got to do that. But there's this whole different plan where I should be attacking there, which I mean seems obvious once I saw it. I just kind of didn't see it for some reason. I mean, shifting in the inner board is a fairly common thing people overlook. But I usually don't overlook that stuff. Here it's a little unusual because you're giving up this awesome prime to do it. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear here. And then yeah, I'm just thinking about the cube. At the score, anyways, I'm thinking about the cube entirely the wrong way here. A little bit. The main problem was I thought this position was a lot stronger than it is. Like I thought she might be close to 26% here, which is her take point. But no, she's 30 something because the race is close and I have a lot of problems escaping the backmen. Right, like if you move one guy from the 22 to the 13, you have many fewer problems there. And then maybe she's closer to 25, 26%. Man, you can see it's even more, right, so you can see it's even more gammonish here now. Which, as I mentioned, is an argument for not doubling at the score. Because like you get great value from the gammons if the cube's on 2. Gammons aren't worth anything if the cube's on 8, right? 4 or 8. But because the take pass is so close, because she's within 1% of her take point, 26% take point, it's still like okay to cube this at the score. So despite the fact that it's gammonish, because the take pass is so close, you still have a cube or it's close. And then was there anything else? Yeah, this there's nothing interesting going on here. This is just me being kind of bad at backgammon, I think. Like I saw both plays here, but I thought 13 to 7 is productive enough that I want to forgo jumping, but no, the computer wants to jump. It does duplicate aces to jump. Right, aces to cover, aces to hit in the outfield. Anyways, yeah, like I said, watch the earlier matches if you want to see well-played matches. Yeah, this was pretty bad. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of this. Hope my blunders can help you avoid yours, and we will see you next time.